Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Manor here, and today we're going to be starting a new series on I have this Warframe. What is its specialties? So I'm just going to call this, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm new to this Warframe. What should I do with it? That's going to be the title. So, we're going to be first looking at, why not be looking at the first the latest Warframe I've gotten, which was Mag Prime. So Mag Prime is CC combined with damage, and there's nothing much else. She doesn't really run off range that much, but she uh, does really good damage, especially with her magnetize ability, which you're about to see here. I'm just gonna nuke everything. Yep, there it is right there. So let's get into what she is special at. Okay, so she is amazing in camping survival. She is a monster when it comes to survival because she just camps there with her little mag bubble and she does damage. She does a lot of damage, and you see me here using polarize and almost one shots people, and it has the potential to going up to 80 meters long, and the more duration you have, the more range you're gonna have on it. So she's great with survival, especially stacking your magnetize with your polarization too. So it's amazing. She does amazing late game damage, and she's really good for camping and survival. Now let's get into what she looks like and what her abilities are. As you see, her head's kind of ugly, but the rest of her body's kind of, it has some golden tints to it, and this is what she looks like without any kind of skin, or not skins, but attachments on. She looks pretty nice. You can buy the Mag Prime Vault right now and get some of her exclusive armor. But otherwise, she looks pretty generic. Okay, so here's what she looks like regularly, and here's what she looks like with some armor on and my favorite Cyanidana. So let's get into some abilities. Okay, so her abilities consist of pull, magnetize, polarize, and crush. So for pull, it is a magnetic force that pulls enemies towards you, stunning them and bringing them into your melee range. I mainly go for range and maybe sometimes damage, but it's mainly a crowd control. Magnetize creates a magnetic field around a target, uh, ensnaring nearby enemies and dealing damage over time. The field reacts to bullets and shards created from polarize to increase the damage. This goes for strength, duration, and range. Okay, so this is also Mag's main ability for doing camping survivals. Her third ability is Polarize, emit an energy pulse that depletes enemy shields and armor, creating shards which become deadly when mixed with Magnetize. Shields of allies touched by the pulse are restored. Okay, this is her second main ability, and this ability is amazing. When you're low on shield, you just pull a polarize and everything's back. This goes for mainly range. Go for negative duration because range is basically, or duration is basically its range, and strength for more shield and armor removal. Okay, her next and final ability is Crush, magnetizes the bones of nearby enemies, causing them to collapse upon themselves. This goes for range and damage, so or range and strength. That's all it really goes for. And if you want to play Extermination, Polarize and Crush. If you want to play Survival, Polarize and Magnetize. So that's her abilities. Also, her passive is bullet jumping, pulls in nearby items for easy collection. This is basically a Warframe version of the carrier, and the carrier is extremely useful. This is just as useful, especially since the carrier can sometimes take your kills, You can also stack this with the carrier, and it makes it amazing at grabbing long range items. So those are all four of the abilities. No mods installed. They always have this base stat. You can always mod them with range, power, and I mainly go for efficiency too. But that's pretty much it for the abilities. Now let's talk about what she's really specialized in. Okay, so like in this clip right here, she's mainly specialized in survival. Survival is her main thing, and in my opinion, mag is not mag without survival. Like I said, you mainly use magnetize. So also what magnetize does is if when your duration's up, it's gonna explode all the incoming absorb damage, kind of like Nyx's ult. But this one's a lot better because it's a lot cheaper and it lasts a lot longer. So this is a great way to countering nullifiers, and you can also stack this with polarize and get a huge death count. Like, it's so much kills, and you're just gonna see me sweep up everything, and I'm here bullet jumping, collecting all the energy. Okay, so she's also specialized in exterminate, but let's keep talking about survival. Her survival, you like I said, you mainly want to use polarize. As you saw here, I just use polarize to regain my shields because I know there's some enemies out here that are really gonna hurt me, and there they go and hurt me. This is my first down. And every time I get up, I always activate polarize because it does the corrosive damage needed to take out the enemy's armor, and there's the magnetize. You mainly, with mag, you mainly just want to camp, but the build and exterminate where you just spam her polarized, that's good for survival because her polarized does a ton of damage. And her crush is amazing, got taken out giant crowds of enemies. So, once again, mag's great for survival, and you can easily use her with camping with magnetize and polarize because you can stack them too. Also, using something like the Quantum Vandal, the Tonko, or the Lenka are very good against enemies. I mean, it shreds when shot in the bubble. So, yeah, let's move on to the exterminate. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at her exterminate build here, and it's me just abusing polarizing crush. I think I'm going to leave the rest of the gameplay down with you guys, but I might just talk through the entire thing too. So once again, polarize and crush. You're going to see me use polarize here. Watch, it just one-shots him. See? Well, this is a T1 exterminate, but the more damage equals the higher tier it can get up to. And death orbs is amazing for this too. So it doesn't always one shot, so you're really going to have to use rather crush or her polarize ability, which completely probably wipes out a room. Same thing with crush, yeah, as long as you go for range. Or not range, but, well, yeah, range if you're doing, yep, as you see, I use crush and I just clear out at least 18 enemies at once, and she's such a good exterminate runner. And if you know how to use her exterminate abilities, she's probably extremely hard to beat when it comes to, well, her, Ember, and Saren are probably the best exterminate runners. Or Ashe. Ashe is a really good exterminate runner. I'll make a video about him. But like I said, she's really good at exterminate. Like, I abuse polarize when it comes to her exterminates, and sometimes it gets rid of only their armor. The other times it just really screws them over and kills them in one shot. But the build I have is basically full out strength with no strength, efficiency, and range with no duration, because duration doesn't matter on crush and the polarized that really screws everything up. So it's pretty much all I have to say about the video. Next we'll be doing Ashe, and then after that we'll be doing Loki. And we're basically going to go through my warframes, and then I'll see if I can get one of my friend's accounts and use some of his warframes, and Now, all I gotta say is please leave a like and possibly subscribe. It would make my day. And I'm gonna leave you to the gameplay. And peace out. Also, Mag Prime is so worth it. I mean, you really need to get Mag Prime. Like, seriously. Like, grind out when you can because she is so worth it. Okay, peace.